Today we're going on a Busan ramen tour, so we're gonna do 3 spots. We're at our first spot called Menzuki, and it specializes in Tsukemen.
I think so, yeah.
We almost walked by it because look at this entrance.
Okay, so many people, and everyone's looking at me. It's a little awkward.
You don't want to go?
No, I'll go in. That was just really awkward. Okay, I can't smile. I just go serious, like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so we ordered the miso. They have 3 different options that show you miso and like a really spicy one. And then I just got the regular spicy, and then we got an extra egg and extra chashu.
I'm gonna try the broth first. It is really thick. Wow, and it's so flavorful. We're gonna dip. Very freaking good. The spice and whoa, the meat is amazing. It just melted.
Tsukemen is my go-to ramen of choice, just because I'm like big on noodle texture, and with Tsukemen, the noodles really never get soft, so you get like the perfect texture noodle every single time you eat. That's really good. The miso flavor definitely comes through. It's not too much. Dip that egg in. I really like seaweed in the ramen, because it just soaks up all the broth. Bamboo shoot.
We've been eating so much this trip that I'm like really not hungry, so I decided not to get my own bowl. But then when I had a bite of that, I felt like I started to get hungry again.
That's how good it is, man.
That's actually how good it is. Stop number 2, this is Taka Ramen. We're actually the only ones here. So either we beat the rush. We'll see. We ordered what we think is a shoyu ramen with an extra egg and extra chashu.
Okay, so we just got the bowl, and it's soy sauce base for sure. Let's try the broth. Pretty plain. Good amount of noodles, actually.
The noodles look good.
Yeah, and it's the yellow noodles. I like this more than the white ones.
I agree.
Good chew. Works well with the broth. Broth is like slightly sweet as well. Let's try the egg. It's a little bit overcooked for my preference. I typically like it a little bit more raw than this, where the yolk is jammy. I would rate this as like a severely average, whatever your average is. This was one of the higher rated spots, I think, that I found. Maybe I didn't do good enough research, but.
It's light. It kind of reminds me of how like I first felt about the Menzuki plain broth. I was like, oh, it's kind of plain and not great. But then I learned to like it later. I do like how they have like cut up onions in there though. I enjoy that. It's like a little bit of a crunch. Each bite gets better. Like there's like more and more flavor as you continue eating.
Yeah, like it's still satisfying though, right? When you're eating the noodles.
Yeah. I think it's just because the place we had just before this really blew it out of the water, you know? But it's still a good bowl. I feel like it's kind of like a 7.6, 8 to 8. This is our last and final stop for the ramen tour. This is actually the first place I've been to in Korea that has a line. So this place does Mazesoba, which is basically like a dry noodle, but once you're done, you usually get to order a scoop of rice and then eat the sauce with the rice. So they actually have a little infographic. So it tells you to mix well, and then once you've eaten half of it, add kelp vinegar. And then it says mix the remaining ingredients with rice and eat it with a spoon. These dumplings look insane.
They did the classic flip over, very crispy. Okay, break one off.
Wow.
I'm gonna give it a little dip in the sauce that they gave us. Very crispy on the bottom. A nice flavorful pork filling. Just a good dumpling. My personal preference when you're eating dumplings, like you gotta dip it in some sort of acidic or vinegary sauce. It's just so much better that way.
I haven't had a good dumpling in so long, especially after whatever happened in the last stall video. Check it out, I'm gonna leave it linked up here, but tragic. That's a crunch.
What I really like is that they have like free-flowing pickled radishes and pickled ginger, which I love to eat with anything a little rich. Those are great to chase with after.
Thank you. Step 1, mix well. Guys, these noodles literally look so insane. The noodles are great.
Hefty portion.
I almost dropped it on my phone, but the way the sauce just like coats the noodles, and the noodles are so chewy. You know what I do suggest though, because I didn't add the extra chashu, but I think you need it. There is minced meat in the sauce. I just feel like it's not enough. We're at step 2 now. We ate about 1/3 to 1/2, so it's time to add some kelp vinegar. I'm gonna mix it up. I think it really helps near the end. It gets really heavy. So adding that vinegar in there helps you take down the rest.
I would put it in at the beginning.
When you eat a little bit, when you add the vinegar, you eat a little bit. At the very end, you get rice. The meal is just exciting every step of the way. Now we're ready for step 3, add the rice. I try to savor some of the sauce at the end so that there's a lot left when I have the rice. It's literally a whole nother meal at this point. Look at that. They did the rice so nice. There's nothing worse than overcooked mushy rice. So that is the end of this ramen tour. I think between all 3 places, the only one that's a really like must try place is the first Tsukemen place, Menzuki. The next 2 places are still like good. I think you'll enjoy your bowl. I don't think it's anything crazy that you have to go out of the way for, but Menzuki definitely must try. Anyways, let us know what other videos you want to see. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.